You see here, kid? You gotta just go for it.
Hello everyone, Grumpy Man here. Doing something a little different today. What's it called? The new DLC for ATS just came out. Montana. Let's move this down here. Just came out. I wanted to check it out, so I figured I'd go for a quick drive, grab a job, and I thought maybe I'd bring you guys along with me, see if this is the kind of thing people want. I've got my pedal cam up. So these are my pedals. Like I said, I'm in my cockpit. So I'm on a different computer than I normally record in. So I probably sound a little bit different. Hopefully the capture looks basically the same. I'm running the same resolution as I normally do, but we shall see. So yeah, so I've got my pedal cam set up. I do have another webcam. I could put it over the shoulder if that's something people would like to see while we do trucking. Let me know, and I could bring that in for next time if there is a next time. But yeah, we're sitting here. I'm in a convoy because I was playing earlier with a friend, but he had to hop off. So I figured I'd just go for a drive here and take you guys with me and see if there's any good jobs available. So we'll go to Freight Market. I'm in northern Idaho here. I thought I might take this job that goes to Laurel. So I drove over to this lumber mill here, and hopefully this job is still available, and we'll pick this up and get rolling and hopefully see some nice sights. So I do have a steering wheel. Obviously I've got my pedals hooked up. I have a shifter with a knob on it for a range and a splitter, and I have a wheel as well. I have a VRS direct drive wheel. So we will take this job. And I have triples as well, but we've got, obviously I'm capturing, I just wanted to capture a 2560. Ooh, gotta double clutch it. Alright, I'll swing her around. And I do have, that was solid. I thought I'd be able to go up that banking. You'll probably see I move around a little bit. I do have I have head tracking, Toby head tracking. All right, set the parking brake. Attach the trailer. Say we're good to go. Are my lights on? My lights are on. Oh, did it not? What the hell? Set the parking brake. Attach the trailer again. There we go. You'll have to don't mind my GPS too much. It got set to Japanese at one point, and I found it so funny that I haven't changed it. So I wish they would fix an ATS. I wish they would fix this kind of the passenger side mirror. It just like freezes sometimes. So I wish they would fix that. My driver's side one works fine. Let's see if I can turn my head enough that you guys can see it. Ugh, there we go. That brings it onto that monitor. Ooh, man, I really have to tilt my head to do that. Yeah, but I can see a bit of my gauges here. The new this is the new Western Star that came out. I say new. It's new for me because I play this game once every like couple months, so it's new and exciting for me. So I wanted to buy one and give it a shot. But yeah, you can see it's got the tablet, like the all electronic dashboard, which is pretty neat. It says this is a 35 speed limit, but boy, this seems pretty quick. We'll probably stop and get fuel at some point on this journey. I've only got, as you can see, I've only got a half a tank. Whee! This feels quite fast. I'm only doing 23 and a 35. There we go. I do have triples, so like I said, so it's hard. There's stuff that I'm like assuming you're seeing, and then I look up and see what my game is my game capture actually
右方向で
displays,
す。その後
and it
左方
it
向で
doesn't
す。
quite capture the same thing, which is too bad. So I'll do my best to exaggerate my usual head movements so that you guys actually see some of what I'm seeing a
左
little
方
bit.
向です。
But like for instance there, you know, I looked all the way to the side so I could see if there was any coming traffic, but I don't think my head turned enough that that's fourth gear, that the main monitor captured it, unfortunately. So you just have to bear with it, see what you guys think. If I get any comments on it, I'll, you know, as always, I do my best to incorporate any feedback that people have. Let's tilt my head there so you guys can see the line of cars that I am not going to allow out. That sign back there said 25 mile an hour zone. I don't know why. Like GPS says it's still a 35 mile an hour zone. But keep going. But yeah, we're definitely gonna have to stop
右
for
車線で
fuel.
す。その後
This
右
might
方向です。
this journey is far enough. It might wind up being 2 episodes. I don't know exactly how far we're gonna get in like 30 to 45 minutes. Right, but we will see. I will try to find a spot to pull up halfway if we need to. Okay. Proceed across the railroad crossings. So how are you guys doing? I hope you're having a good day. I'm having a pretty good one so far. That's my morning has been trucking. I've got today off.
ロータリー3番目の出口です。
The GPS says rotary. I love it. Just gonna try to
出口です。
not drive over the pretty rotary in the middle of the road there.
右車線です。その後そのまま直進です。
I do try to mostly follow road signs and
直
the
進
rules
で
of
す
the。road. To me, that's one of the reasons you play a game like this. That's one of the enjoyable aspects of it.
右車線です。そ
Just
の
like in
後
real life,
右方向です。
I certainly like roll through the stoplights and stuff and the
右
stop
方向
signs
です。
when I can. Alright, we're gonna make that. Then we gotta change lanes. I don't know why it always wants me to go do extra corners here and turn left and then turn right and then turn left. I'm gonna just go straight down and take my next left.
左車線です。その後左方向です。
Come on, light.
左方
Come
向
on,
です。
light. Try not to come to a complete stop if I don't have to. That's yellow. Come on, give it to me. Nope, it's gonna give them the left turn. That's unfortunate. Alright. Well, a game like this does give me plenty of time to chat with you guys. Not much going on. There's a green. Come on, Bessie.
新しいルートを検索しています。
Oh, this one goes away. We need the other lane.
右
Luckily,
車
there's
線
no
です。
cars in
その
it.
後そのまま直進です。
Downtown
右車
towards
線
the
です。
beach and the
その
harbor
後
and
そのまま
tourist
直進で
facilities.
す。
Not sure if you guys can read that or not, but
左方向です。
come on, baby.
この
Takes a lot
先
of
右方向
Since I
で
don't
す。
play this game that much, it does take a while for me to get used to double clutching again.
右方向で
As
す。
you can probably tell, I'm not very good at it. There's no stop sign, but I'm guessing that I don't have the right of way here. But that guy's pretty far away, and he is supposed to be doing 25 miles an hour, so we
こ
can
の
get out.
先左方向です。
Here we probably do have the right of way.
左
Yep,
方
there's a
向
stop
です。
sign there. other side of the road. I'm really liking this new Western Star. As you can see in these little mirrors I've got on my fenders, you can see the directionals, right? I've got a directional, let's see if I can turn it up, I got a directional in the mirror there on the bottom. I've got blind spot detection. Let's see if I can, I can't really, I don't have it on that side. Let's see if I can bring this side in. I can't quite turn my head enough to get that in that monitor, but you'll just have to take my word for it. I've got a little blind spot detection indicator on the A pillar, on the passenger side. My range splitter actually had the wrong gearbox selected there, or the wrong range selected there. I don't know why I was in high, but I wanted to be low, so that's why I clutched in there. This is very pretty though. This is Idaho, so this one was already out. This is not really that new, but it's a pretty one nonetheless. We're up at Sandpoint. Right, and we can probably set our cruise control here for a little while. So we'll cruise along here at 59 miles an hour. Oh, and then it goes up to a 65. So we're gonna cancel that. We'll probably cruise right at 65. It does feel a little quick in this vehicle, 65. That's set. Where's my cruise? There it goes. You get the big yellow arrow there showing you where your cruise control is set at, which is pretty great. I've got a little dial on my wheel where I can adjust the speed on it, so I'll just crank it up there. You got the indicator there for the headlights, obviously, right? We got high beams, dip beams. Ooh, that looks quick. Oh boy. Okay. Ooh, that was sketchy. This is what happens when you start showing a tour of the truck as opposed to actually focusing on operating the truck. Dip it down here. Hopefully we don't have to change my splitter to my other gearbox. Looks like I'm gonna have to. Put it in second. Looks like that light might be yellow and now red. How about now? Yes. Okay. Good. Gotta remember to do my double clutching. Good. Much better. It's gonna stay. Nope, we're going. Sorry guys, there's no one waiting. Should have honked the horn there since I blew the light, but there's no one coming. We're gonna try to give this red time to change. Come on. Come on, light. Thank you.
左車線です。その後、左方向です。
Another one, we're going to try to get it time to change. I don't think it will though, I think it needs us on the plate before it will sense to change. Try to crawler gear this. Come on. Come on! Nope. Come on. Thank you. I don't think this digger on the back here is super heavy. Probably could skip sometime. That struggled pretty much. That was a bit of a struggle there. Maybe we can't skip unless we're going downhill. Switching to the next gearbox. Look for any cars in the mirror. Yeah, it's too bad when I glance to my left-hand side at least that I just don't get the doesn't show my rear mirror. So you'll just have to use you'll either have to trust me or you'll have to use the fender mirror, which I do sometimes use. I mainly use the fender mirrors for changing lanes or for parking, typically for myself personally. Now, this is the first time I'm going to be going this quick in this truck. Do I have a 6 low? Nope. It's only a 13-speed gearbox, which I should know. I'm the one who bought the truck. Oh, there's fuel there. I maybe should have gotten off and gotten fuel. Oh well. This corner looks kind of nasty. We're gonna cheat a little bit, use the rumble strip, and we're gonna set the cruise control at 65 or 66, whatever it is that happened to grab there. Looks like it grabbed 66. That's fine. I'm not overly concerned about 1 mile an hour. They're not gonna pull me over for that. I do tend to play without traffic offenses turned on because sometimes like the AI hits you, or it, you know, like when I was using my crawler gear there for the, you know, waiting for the light to change, and it was a stale red light. You know, it's very binary. It hits a trigger and it says, "Oh, you've done a naughty thing. I'm gonna fine you." Whereas in real life, you know, the cop maybe sees you a little bit far forward. He's gonna probably understand that you were trying to crawler gear it to, you know, to let the light change so that you didn't have to stop, that sort of thing. So I turn the traffic offenses off because I don't like the way the game detects them, and then I just kind of play the game on like an honor system, if you will. And I find that makes it a bit more enjoyable for me, at least. So if you're watching and you're seeing, like, and same here, right? It's like, oh, I didn't realize it dropped down to a 55. In real life, you know, the cop may pull you over for that, but more than likely they're just gonna follow you and see if you realize your mistake, and if you do, they'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I think, at least in my experience. I'm not a law enforcement officer. I can't speak to it, but I did drive commercially for a couple years while I was in college. That was how I made ends meet. That's how I was able to feed myself, basically. I didn't have parents that gave me money to go to college like a lot of kids. I worked while I was in college, and I drove commercially. I drove charter buses and stuff. That's what I did. Yep. Move over after the guy who's pulled over, since there are, I think all 50 states at this point have move over laws, so you don't want to move over too early and get in trouble. And we will probably try to stop at the next gas station I see, because we are getting down there. Let's see. Yep, we got less than half a tank, as you can see. We've got a little over a third of a tank. Pretty good sized tank in this. I think I'd get about, I don't know, I think I get about 1,200 miles to a tank, roughly. It's only my second drive with this truck, so I'm still learning it. Nope, there we are. We've made it to Montana. Now here they're going to up the speed limit to 65 for trucks, but I am not going to go any faster, at least not yet. This corner here's got me a little nervous. And then after we go through this, I'll probably crank it up a little bit. We'll move it up to maybe 60 here. Alright, and then we're going to want to see... I could crank it up, but might as well see if we get chosen for the way station first. Oh, we can bypass. Alright, so let's crank this speed up to 65. I have to move my head around to see that part of my dashboard. You're probably like, what is he doing? In real life, you guys can't see it, but my physical steering wheel, it kind of blocks that part of my dashboard. I try to set my field of view so that my physical steering wheel kind of matches my in-game steering wheel a little bit, but in this game, the steering wheels are so large on these trucks that I don't really want to do that because it really affects the field of view quite a bit. Not affects it. It would mean I'd have to set a very unrealistic field of view. But like in iRacing and stuff like that, when I'm playing this, I try to kind of mimic the in-game wheel and match it to the physical wheel in real life. But yeah. So anyway, right now, so far, I'm really enjoying this truck. Montana, what I've seen of it so far, and I haven't seen a lot of it. You know, like I said, I only did one trip with my friend before he went into work. But what I did see of it in that short trip was absolutely gorgeous. From what I can tell, that like Montana is not really a state that I think of as like, oh yeah, I want to go visit it. You know, I'm more of a For me, it's like, you know, give me the ocean. You know, I'm a kind of an ocean or a water guy, but boy, so far what I've seen of Montana, it makes me want to go see it. They've done as far as I can tell, they've done a really good job with Montana as a whole, and it's really pretty. You know, you really get that feeling that you're surrounded by these enormous mountains, you know, all around. I have the cruise. I think I mentioned I do have. You're probably wondering, what are your feet doing? I have got the cruise control set, so now I'm just chilling. You guys get to just kind of enjoy the look of my leg. So, yep. Maybe next time I'm gonna go up to 70 here. Let's crank it up and see what we think. Maybe next time I'm recording something. It's funny how you don't even think about it, right? But I normally wear like pants, long pants. But it's been hot here in the north, even though I'm in the northeast. Today is the first day where it's actually kind of nice out. But I'm wearing shorts because it's still a little warm. But yeah, it's funny, the things you don't think about that you're self-conscious of when you put it on a camera. You're like, I set up the pedal camera because I had it laying around anyway, and I knew I was going to record this, and I set it up and I go, is that really what my legs look like? I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but how was our fuel? We're getting down near, we're at a third, we're approaching a quarter of a tank. We really do need fuel. That turn off there did not look good for fuel. I did not want to have to, they dropped the speed limit back down. Alright, let's not bother with the retarder game. Retarder. Nope, not saying the bad word, I'm saying retarder. I think the little gauge on my GPS turns red when I get down to a quarter, but I could be wrong. It might be the last 10%. You know, we probably could do the whole trip on this fuel tank, but I don't want to push it. And most of the time, you can find giant, you know, big, beautiful rest stations right off the highway. So I don't have to worry about too much the fact that I do have cargo, stopping while I have cargo. I do think we'll try to stop for fuel soon so that I can stop and we'll end the recording. We're coming up on 25 minutes on this trip almost, and I think we're about halfway. I think the trip was about, was it about 600 miles? I think it was about 600 miles total. We're at 340 miles left. It's either you know, find a spot that would be good for stopping and it's easy on off soon, or it's just keep going and make this episode a little bit longer. I think the trip's gonna wind up being about, we'll see. I think it's gonna wind up being about 45 minutes for this trip. I guess it depends on how much. It's hard because you can't just go off the mileage, right? You never know. Oh, okay, is that 90% highway? Well, that'll go a lot quicker than if we were, say, doing a trip where you've got to do a lot of this back roads and maneuvering and stuff like that. Fortunately, it has me arriving at 1:50 in the morning, which I absolutely hate. There's nothing worse than arriving and it's dark out, and you know, I have to do my parking in the dark, and I can't see my darn trailer behind me. I just look like an idiot. Because I do like to try and do, I like to do the parking every time, if you will. If that makes sense, like the skilled parking, I think it's called, or whatever. But yeah, I mean, look at this, huh? How beautiful is that? Oh, it's hard to hold. Holding the wheel straight is not my forte, but you know, even over here, oh boy, ugh, jeez. I have to excuse my horrible driving. I don't know how these people. Some people record this game and drive down the road while they move to exterior view, and they pan the camera all the way around the truck and the trailer, which I mean, it looks great. I get it, but I have no idea how you do it and don't drive off the friggin' road. You know, I can barely take my view, and look at that little, you know, ooh, cool train track in the tunnel. But look at where my truck goes to. It's so difficult. I have to move my head so much to get it to do that. I can't hold the wheel the way I want to hold it. You know, like, ooh, pretty. See. I overturned, and now I'm in the rumble strips. Ugh, don't mind me. Climbing a bit of a hill here. Probably want to keep it smooth. I don't want to shave off too much momentum. I don't know how big this hill is. Looks like a long one. It's not too steep, but it looks like a long one. Got a bunch of cars coming up on my left-hand side. So I'll want to probably put together a plan here on how I'm going to get around this truck without losing momentum, because it definitely looks like this truck is struggling. This truck in front of us is struggling to go up the hill. So the first hole I see, looks like there might be a hole after this car passes me. Come on by. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to move in the left lane, and we're just going to squat there. As soon as the hill stops, now this guy's probably going to get his momentum back. We'll see. We'll sit here for a little while. In real life, if the car really wants around you, they'll blow by you on the right-hand side, flicking you off. Come on. What are we doing? Are we still catching this guy? Looks like we are still catching this guy. Probably could have let this car go by too. That's on our butt now, but I had no idea. I had no way of knowing if there were more cars behind him, right? Looks like there's no one behind him, but at the moment, or at the time, I wasn't really sure. Oh, yeah, you're getting off. Oh, so is that car. Alright, good. Move back over. 250 miles to go. 26 minutes in the recording. There's fuel right here. Here we go. Let's hop off here.
左車線です。
Grab some fuel. We'll end the recording. Looks like we've got a turn-only lane here. Very nice. Looks like we've got a nice
新しい
big...
ルートを検索しま
Looks
す。
like we have a nice big... what is this? Wawa Travel Plaza, they call it. Looks kind of like a Wawa
直進
or
です。
a Buc-ee's. Pull over here.
新しいルートを検
Usually
索します。
trucks go that way. Yeah.
直進です。ルートを
My
再検索しています。
my GPS lady is very
ユーターン
unhappy.
してください。
Use too high for maneuvering in the parking lot. All right. And this should work. All right, so I'm going to end this recording here. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to set the parking brake, turn it off, and we're going to buy some diesel. $5 a gallon for diesel? What am I, in California? Jeez. Well, I'm going to end this recording here, fill it up, and then the next recording will show you can join me for the night shift if you enjoyed this. If you're still here, thanks so much for watching. You are in the minority. I really appreciate it. And until next time, it's bye for now.